obviously does not keep pace with inflation, and overall increases have not stacked up well that way. How confident are you that what you're recommending is going to survive? Lawmakers inevitably find more money for schools.
Well, first of all, I think there's a couple things I'd say. First of all, we've increased K through 12 by 1.6 billion, which is and we have the highest level of K through 12 spending in our history. Secondly, what are some of the people complaining about? That we didn't replace the stimulus money. Now, I ran for governor in 2010, and I told everybody, we're not replacing the stimulus money. So when you have stimulus money, use it on one-time projects. But don't work it into your operating budget, because we're simply not going to replace it. We can't replace it. We're not going to replace it. So there's no surprise. So they ought to get over that at this point about the fact that if they use stimulus money to operate themselves, that was not good management. Secondly, with the increase that we've seen, aggressive increases year after year after year, now the time has come where, okay, we all have to tighten our belts. Now, let's just think about this budget. The number one priority in this budget is K through 12. What are the other impacts? Medicaid. Okay, I mean, what do we want to do? Take money from Medicaid? For every dollar we take, we lose 60 cents. So what do you want to do? Serve fewer people in drug addiction or mental illness? I mean, what do you want to do about that? Not have people go and get primary care? We pay for it anyway because they're in the emergency room. So, when you take K through 12 and Medicaid, you're talking a big, vast portion. What are we doing with higher ed? About 1%. I guess they could cut 1%, move it into K through 12. What else do you want to do? I mean, maybe some of them would be for a tax increase. Well, tax increase would hurt our economy. And the reason why we have all these charts up here and all these numbers is because we have economic growth. We don't want to lose it. So this is a time when people have to realize, okay, you've gotten a lot. Now the time is to tighten a little bit for the good of all Ohioans and the good of our long-term future. So I expect people to complain. What's going to happen? If you have better priorities or a way to move some money around, that's fine. That's the legislative process. I mean, it doesn't have to be my way. If they have other ways to save money, I saw John Martin has a $122 million increase in his budget. Maybe they take $50 million of it. I don't know, but they got to take it somewhere. And what we can't do is to move to some rosy revenue projection, which could put us in structural imbalance, which is not going to be acceptable. But within the context of all that, moving things around, I'm fine with. Figuring out ways in which we can be more effective and more efficient, I'm all for that. We don't have all the ideas. There's a lot of really smart people down there in the legislature and their staff. And if they've got a better way to do these things, that's fine. But I think the message to Ohio is, look, these are leaner times. We had 6 good years, and there was this guy named Joseph. And he went over to Egypt, and he was in prison. They let him out, though, and he interpreted the dream. And what he learned was you're going to have 7 good years. Put the grain in the barn because the 7 bad years are coming. So we're going to be, our administration is going to be the Josephs. We put some money in the barn. We've had good 7 years, and now we got to tighten up a little bit. That's the way it works. Chrissy?